Shalom Israel. Shalom Israel. Hebrew class. Give me some water, boy. Shalom Israel. This is Israelite School UPK. Started at 1 West on 25th Street, Harlem, New York. Under Commander General Yohana. Like I said, started 1969. Studies Hebrew class. Do every Friday. Across the whole school. Across the whole country. Across the globe. So we're about to get into the Hebrew. Yeah. Okay. All right. First, we're going to start off with the Lashawan Kodash. Lashawan Kodash. Kodash means holy. Lashawan means tongue. The holy tongue. All right, that's how we reference Hebrew. The holy tongue. Okay. I'm going to start with the ancient is Ah. Okay. Perfect. May use a different color. This black kind of fade. So we're going to use Ah, Ba, Ga, Da, Ha, Wa, Za, Ha, Ta, Ya, Ka, La, Ma, Na, Sa, I, Pa, Tza, Kwa, Ra, Sha, and Tha. Alright? This is the Lashwan Kodash. Starts from the right to the left. A, Ba, Ga, Da, Ha, Wa, Za, Cha, Ta, Ya, Ka, La, Ma, Na, Sa, I, Pa, Sa, Kwa, Ra, Sha, and Tha. Doing some left hand writing. It looks all the way right, jacked up. But you get the point. Alright. Lashwan Kodash. A, Ba, Ga, Da, Ha, Wa, Za, Cha, Ta, Ya, Ka, La, Ma, Na, Sa, I, Pa, Za, Kwa, Ra, Sha, and Tha. Alright. Let's get it in the Syrian. Ba, Ga, Da, Ha, Wa, Za, Cha, Ta, Ya, Ka, La, Ma, Na, Sa, I, Pa, Za, Kwa, alright, Ra, Sha, and Tha. Okay? So a little left hand writing real quick. Might be a little jacked up looking. Ba, Ga, Da, Da, Ha, Abagada ha wa za ha ha ta ya ka va ma na sa I pa taza kwa ra sha tha. All right, there you go. Rashwan Kodash and the Assyrian. This is the Assyrian right here. Okay. We moved into another land. We changed up the language to fit into the heathens. All right, take a sec to write these down. We'll go over them for your notes. All right. Okay. So today we're going to go over some vocabulary. This is going to be some of the vocabulary we went over before. Protocol. Protocol is the written and verbal instructions. Okay, that's what protocol is. The way you say protocol is ka, ka. That's how you say protocol. All right, but the Q is silent. Ka. Q is silent. The ka. All right, the Q is silent. Ka. Ka. It's protocol. All right. School is house of books. How you say house of books in the Hebrew? Is Bayath Saparium. Bayath Saparium. Bayath meaning house, Saparium meaning books. House of books. House of books. Bayath Saparium. All right. What did we go over last time? Guard. Guard. All right. Guard means to guard, watch, or protect. The way you say that is shamar. Say that by saying shamar. That's how you guard. All right, let me get some other vocabulary. I'll get some more vocabulary today. Okay. So we're gonna get some more vocabulary for today. Thanks. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you is Thawada. Thawada. Thank you. Thawada. Thawada. Okay, priest. How do you say priest is Kahan? Kahan. That's how you say priest is Kahan. That's how you say priest. All right. So take a second, write these down, memorize these. These are some words that we went over already. It's a refresher. So you should, kind of have an idea of these words already, what they mean. I'll give you a second to write them down or to record them. All right. I don't know if you remember this one from last week or a week or two ago. Rank. Rank. All right, ranks. How do you say that? Is Ma'irika. Ranks. Ma'ira. Ma'irika. 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 Ranks. Ma'irika. Ranks. Okay. And you have the different types of ranks. All right. We'll start from the top. A king. That's a rank. I say king is Malak. King is Malak. And under the king would be the general or the generals. Alawak. That's what's next is generals, Alawak. After general, you have captains, which is Saran. Then you have officers. Officers is Quatazayan. All right, that's officer. It's Quatazayan. All right. Wish there was something I could do about these lights. All right. After officer is troopers. That is Kayayal. Kayayal is trooper. Under trooper is young man, a young man, which is Yalad. Yalad. That's where they have the term young lad. He's a young lad. It comes from Yalad. Yalad. All right. So these are the Ma'irika. And you can't forget the sisters. The Aqua is sister. Alright. So these are the Ma'irika, the ranks. Ma'irika. Alright. So from here, I'll give you a sec to write these down. Baby. Okay. Give you a chance to study these. Write these down. Get them in your notes. Okay. Okay. Everybody should have it by now. Move on to what's next. Okay. These are the Ma'irika, the ranks of the nation of Zion, Mount Zion, of the government structure of Israel. That's the ranks. King is number one. Then you go down from there. All right. and all of them to get up past the rank of a Yalad and a Kayal, you have to pass a Bakhan, a Bakhan. Bakhan. You have to pass a Bakhan to get to the higher ranks. Okay? Same like in American society, you know, if you want to get into politics or anything like that, a lot of times they want you to have a college degree. Well, in Israel, our degree is the Bakhan, the officer's test. All right? The officer's test is it's basically a test to become an officer. It's a test to examine a man of God. To see if you are a man of God, it's a test to examine. All right. But before you can take your Bakhan, you have to do what's called your 90 days, which is a time of studying and learning. Your 90 days. All right. The Sha'ayim. The Sha'ayim. That's 90. And then Yawam has days. Yawam. Yom as days. This is 90. You have to have your Tashayim Yom Yom. Yawam Yom. Tashayim Yawam Yom. You have to pass your 90 days. But it's not automatic that you get your Bakhan because you did your Tashayim, your woman. You have to have a what's called a written commendation. You have to have a written commendation, or basically somebody to vouch for you. All right, so written commendation. All right, written commendation in the Hebrew is a kathab ramah. A kathab ramah. Ramah. Kathab ramah, a written commendation. So you start on the process of a career. Say you're a young up-and-coming brother or sister, or brother, it's like my sister, a young up-and-coming brother in the nation of Israel. Okay, back, we already started our kingdom, and Christ returned, or even you want to be a part of the nation, right? So you come in through the door, you have to complete Yatashayim Yawamyam is your 90 days. Yeah, the numbers, yeah, we can do numbers 1 through 10. We can do that next. Okay, you have to complete your Tashayim Yawamyam, your 90 days. After you completed your 90 days, you will automatically become, unless there's some type of intervention because of your conduct or something like that, you will automatically become a Khayayal, which is a trooper. Through that 90-day period, you are a Yalad, a young man, a Yalad. After that, the Shayim Yawamyam is completed, you will become a Khayayal. 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 Which is a trooper. After you did that, if you have a Kathab Ramam from two different brothers with Ma'irika, with rank, or two officers, you have a commendation from them two, or they're basically able to vouch for you that you deserve to take your officer's test or your Bakhan. Once that happens, you will be given your Bakhan, which is your officer's test. All right. Let me get the baby. Baby cry. All right. So let's do the numbers. Something to play with. So let's get ready to do numbers 1 through 2. We have a Khayayal ask, can we do numbers 1 through 10? So let's do those. Okay. We want to deal with number 1. Number 1 is Achad. Achad. All right. How do you spell that? Achad. Achad. All right. In Syrian. Achad. All right. That's number 1. Number 2. Shania. Shania. Spell that. Shana, ya. Shun, ya. All right. Shun, yeah. Shun, yeah. All right. That's number 2. So let's go to number 3. Let me start off a little bit. Three is shalash. All right, shalash. All right, sha, la, sha. Shalash. 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 Hold on a sec. All right. So we got shalash, which is 3. Let me know if you have a problem seeing any of the writing. So let's go to the next letter, which is Arabai, 4. Slovakia, 4. 4 is Arabai. Arabai. All right, Arabai. Okay. Ra. Oh, let me spell that a little longer. One second. Okay. Arabai. So Ra, ba, I. Ra, ba. Arabai. Okay. And the Syrian. And I. Okay. A little line in between it, but you know it's a difference. The one on the right is the ancient, one on the left is the Assyrian. So next is number 5. 5 is Hamash. 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 Okay. That's Ha Ma Sha. And this in the Assyrian, it's Ha Ma Sha. Hamash. Hamash. That's 5. Number 5. Number 6 is Shasha. 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 That's number 6. So that 6 is shasha. Sha, sha. Syrian. Sha, sha. All right, let me move that bottom piece out the way so you guys can see it. Okay, next is 7, which is Shabai. Shabai. 7. Shabai. All right, Sha, ba, I. Shabai. Sha, ba, I. Shabai. After 7 is 8. 8 is Shamawana. 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 So it's Shamawana. 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 Okay? Shamawana. There. Shamawana, right here. Okay. Now we got 9, which goes into the Shabayim, Yawamim, which is 90 days. So just 9 by itself is Thashai. Thashai. Oh, shit. 9 by itself. Thashai. Thashai. Yeah. 8 is very long. Shamawana. All right. 9 is Thashai. So it's the Shai. The Shai. Over here be the Shai. Shy. All right, this is 1 through 9. 1 through 9. Get these in your notes because I'm about to erase it, and so we can go to 10. Number 1, Akkad. There's a brother in the school named Akkad Abraham. His name means 144,000. Akkad Abraham. Captain Akkad Abraham means 144,000. So we got Akkad. 2 is Shania. So I guess you ready to teach class, huh? So Shania is 2. Shalash is 3. Make sure, let me know when you got the spelling down and everything before I erase it. 4 is Arabai. 5 is Chamash. 6 is Shasha. 7 is Shabai. 8 is Shamawana. 9 is Thashai. So you got Arabai, Shabai, and Thashai. Those are Arabai, Shabai, and Thashai. 6 is Shashah, 3 is Shalash, 2 is Shanya, 5 is Chamash, 8 is Shamawana, 1 is Akkad. All right. So we give you about a minute or two to write these down. Then I'm going to erase it and go on to 10 and multiples of 10. Let me know when y'all have all these down. Brother asks, what would be 0? We don't have a word for 0. I'd have to check. I don't have a word for 0. We may have a word for it, but I don't have one in my notes. So it's rough. I don't know about 0. All right, let me know once you have them all down. We're going to move on. All right. All right. Next is 10, which is Aishra. Aishra, which is 10. All right. Aishra. 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 That's 10. Now, as we get into multiples of 10, so let's say you wanted to say, if you want to say 20, you would say Aisha Ra Yum. It's 20. Aisha Ra Yum. Okay? It's 20. So it's 10 with a yum at the end of it. Let's say you want to say 30. It would be Shalah. 3 is Shalash. Shalashim. 30. Okay? Most High in Christ. Most High in Christ. And then on and on. Okay? Arabayim. Arabayim is 40. Okay? And then it goes all the way down to where you get to 100. don't have 100, so that'll be another lesson. I don't have 100 or thousands and stuff like that. I can get those later. So this is how you get those numbers right here, 1 through 10, all the way to 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, and 80 and 90. I don't have what's the teens, like 11 or 12 or something like that. I don't have that, but at least you get the start, the gist of it, 1 through 10. I think it's Aishara Arabai, so maybe like 10, and then you say 4, and that makes 14, but I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure. All right. So let's get with the next one. Now you don't put no connectors or nothing. When you're writing in Hebrew, it's all one word. Shalashim. Arabayim. All of them is one word. All right. There you go. Yeah, 21 would be. I'm not 100% sure. That's going off memory. I don't have it in my notes on getting it all extra, the other things like the numbers in between. I remember he told me that's how it was. But I'd have to double check to tell you definitively if it would be like 21 would be Aisharium Akkad. I'm not sure. You would be saying 21 technically, but I don't know if that's the way the language works. Because technically you are saying 21. You're just saying the number 20 and you're saying the number 1. All right. I have to double check though to make sure that that's the right format, that Hebrew works that way. Because I didn't write that in my notes. If I did, I would have known. Or I would have remembered. All right. Yeah, still like crying. All right. So let's get what's next in the Hebrew lesson for today. Okay. Now we're going to get just some words. Okay. Just going to get some more words. First, let's get Hebrew Academy. I wish you would sit down. All right. Hebrew Academy. Hebrew Academy. Hebrew Academy is Lacharab is Khagor Lakwarab. Khagor Lakwarab. Khagor Lakwarab, which means intense physical martial arts training course to battle, war, fighting, hostile encounter. Gird oneself. That's what Hebrew Academy means or is. Khagor Lakwarab. Khagor Lakwarab. Hebrew Academy. Okay. Next is the is council. Council means sawad. Sawad, that's council. All right. I don't know the hundreds and the thousands. I don't know that right now definitively, so I couldn't tell you. I couldn't tell you the hundreds and the thousands. I'd have to get that for a later class. All right, we try to get some toy for this. All right, bear with me 1 second. All right. All right, council is Sawad. Now, after that, after that is equipment list. Equipment list. Kal-Ira. 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 Equipment list. Kal-Ira. All right, Kal-Ira. Kal-Ira is equipment list. All right. So now let's get a few more of your words before we close it out. this guy's diaper changed soon. Alright. Let's get a few more words. Alright. Let's get Kadash. Kadash means new moon. Kadash means new moon. Alright, how you spell that? Kadash. Kadash. And that's in the Assyrian. Kadash. Alright? Kadash means new moon. They check the new moons to figure out the high holy days. Alright? Zakar means remember. Means remember. Zakar. So Za Ka Ra. Oh, it's like Ra, it's like that. Zakar. Over here. Za Ka and Ra. Zakar. Next we have Yapa, which is beautiful. Yapa means beautiful. So ya, pa, and a ha. Yapa. Yapa. Beautiful. Ya, pa, and a ha. Yapa. Yapa. All right, beautiful. All right. Next is let's get Tazadak. Tazadak, which means righteous. Tazadak, which means righteous. All right, Tazadak, which means righteous. Let's see what other get. Let's get two more words and we'll close it out. Next is Bakwash. 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 Means to require. And Shabbat. Shabbat means to rest. Shabbat means rest. Alright. So that concludes today's Hebrew class. We went over a lot of good words from last week. Words that are definitely important. Ma'iraka, right? The water, thank you. The different ranks, protocol, Hebrew Academy, those type of words we use a lot. And those words will help you understand the Hebrew. But as long as you're keeping notes, you'll be fine. You know what I'm saying? You'll be fine. As long as you're keeping notes, you'll be just fine. All right. Okay. All right, Israel. We'll do the security announcements. We got an ISUPK, started out at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for new brother and sister. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They're here to shed themselves of the world. They need transportation. The teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, their brother and sister, after 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. Numbers chapter 18 through 21, Malachi chapter 3, verse 8 through 10, means tenth in the Hebrew, ma'ashara. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you. Give to treasury department or teacher. Priest fund, free will offering for priests, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming holy convocations, we remind Akim and Akwathium to check the bulletin board in the hallway. If anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, to start wearing all black. Boots, shirt, pant, headband, scarf. With that, I imagine. Plenty Hakudum, rise and face the east. We're going to do the Lord's Prayer. Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, Kodash, Hayah, Simcha, Yahweh, Malakuka, Taba'ah, Ratazaka, Hayah, Aisha, Maharataza, Kawa, Hayah, Bashamayim, Lathandanawa, Lakam, Kau, Yawam, Wasalak Nawa, Kabawati Nawa, Kasalak Nawa, Kabawati Nawa, Wala'ah, Tabiyai Nawa, Banasaya 1, Abal, Awashai Naya, Nawa, Mayan, Rai, Kaya, Laka, Hamalakwith, Wa'ala, Wathaparath, Lai Walamya Maman. In the English, our Father which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So, with that, men of Israel, Ma'al Shabbat, Amajum, Barak, Yahweh Hashem Yahshabakatah, Salakatum, Yazmata. We're going to give a curse salute to the sisters who we watch online. Men of Israel, Ma'al Shabbat, Amajum, Barak, Yahweh Shamar Alatan, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Yazmata, class dismissed.